And now we get word from the coach that Angel Reese is going to have a modified role.
Have you caught the drama unfolding between Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky's new head coach, Tyler Marsh? He didn't just tweak the rotation, he blew it up. Angel Reese just got benched, and not in any way fans saw coming.
23 double-doubles on the season, another rookie record for Reese.
1 minute, she's the face of the Chicago Sky's future, grabbing headlines, dominating the boards, and outselling half the league in jerseys. The next, she's gone, replaced, erased, like she was never part of the plan.
I think everything goes into it, just again seeing what lineups we've experimented with, a bunch of different lineups, and just seeing who gels best with what we have, and just figuring out how to move forward from there.
Just like that, the Chicago Sky shook up their roster, and it looks like we won't be seeing as many double-doubles from Angel Reese anytime soon.
At least she got her double-double, right? Oh, no, wait, she didn't! Now what are they gonna say? People are missing perspective in their life. And a perspective you need to have is a reminder that this player is a professional basketball player. How about it? Bang! Bang! Bang!
Angel Reese fans are furious across social media, calling it a setup to sabotage her rise before she could claim the crown as the league's double-double queen. Her entire role was torn apart overnight, and rookie Camila Cardoso was suddenly handed the spotlight. Fans were stunned, timelines exploded. And Angel? She vanished. No training camp. No statements. No explanation.
New head coach Tyler Marsh is busy installing a different vision for Chicago's offense. The Sky plan to use second-year power forward Angel Reese much differently than how she was deployed in her rookie season.
This isn't just a simple lineup tweak, it's a full-blown identity crisis for the Chicago Sky. A sudden power shift that has everyone asking, is Angel Reese already being edged out of the league's future before her sophomore season even tips off? What happens next could completely reshape the trajectory of her career. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you think this could be the start of a downfall for Angel Reese. Now, let's break it down. The moment the news dropped, it sent shockwaves through the world of women's basketball. Angel Reese, arguably the most talked about rookie of last season, was no longer set to lead Chicago's offense. That role now belongs to Camila Cardoso, the 6'7" Brazilian rookie who's barely logged a minute in the WNBA.
The Chicago Sky's offense will no longer run through Kennedy Carter. Carter averaged 17.4 points per game in 2024, leading the Sky in scoring. Interesting. It should lead straight through, I believe she's 6'6"? Camila Cardoso?
In his first major move as head coach, Tyler Marsh didn't just sideline Reese. He rewrote the entire offense around someone else. Suddenly, it was Camila getting the post touches, Camila dominating the paint. And Angel? She was pushed out to the perimeter, told to stretch the floor and shoot jumpers, the very skill she's struggled with since college. Just like that, the Chicago Sky's game plan shifted from Reese crashes the glass and puts it back up to please shoot from mid-range, even if it's not your game. It wasn't a minor adjustment. It felt more like basketball identity theft.
I find this rather interesting because it sounds like they're going to pull her out further from the basket, and I wonder how her fans are going to feel about that. If she's further away from the basket, that doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of, or as many, I would believe, offensive rebound opportunities for one Angel Reese. And they want her to shoot more mid-range.
Reese's fans erupted. Social media went into meltdown. The timeline lit up with outrage as accusations flew. Sabotage, favoritism, brand politics, even full-blown conspiracy theories. They are trying to erase her legacy before it even begins, one fan posted. Another simply said, it's a setup. After the Sky's shocking announcement, fans waited for Angel to respond. Maybe a fiery tweet, a cryptic Instagram story, or even a classic they tried it post. But instead, silence. No press conference. No statement. No trace of Angel Reese.
Per Julie Poe of the Chicago Sun-Times, Reese has yet to post up at training camp?
She didn't show up to training camp, not for a single drill, not even for the team photo. Angel Reese went completely silent, and that silence spoke louder than any tweet ever could. In a league where players grind daily to prove they belong, Angel disappeared, right when her team needed her the most. This wasn't just a missed practice. It felt like a protest. A silent stand. As if she was saying, If you're taking my paint, I'm not playing.
Reese thinks learning the new offense is, quote, a transition for her in training camp, but thinks she'll be able to learn the new skill set easily. Well, what's the point of me working on it if I'm not going to take the shot, ? Reese asked.
And that silence? It only poured gasoline on the fire. Was she injured? Refusing to adjust? Locked in a standoff with the coaching staff? No one knew, and the lack of answers sent speculation into overdrive. But why would Angel Reese disappear at a moment like this? Simple. Without her signature role, her entire brand, the rebounding beast, the double-double machine, is on the verge of collapse.
If she's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't, it should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Camilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos of her hitting plenty of layups.
Angel Reese wasn't drafted to be a scorer. She wasn't brought in to knock down threes or space the floor. She was signed to dominate the glass. And she did exactly that. Her rebounding was elite, relentless, personal. She grabbed boards like someone had disrespected her family. It's what got her 19 rebounds in a single pro game. It's what made her jersey a bestseller. It's what built her fan base. But now, the Sky are asking her to walk away from the very thing that made her a star. She's being pushed out of the paint, told to take jumpers, make cuts, and hover around the perimeter like a stretch four. That might work for someone with a smooth shooting touch, but Angel Reese isn't that player. She shot just 39.1% last season, most of it around the rim. That's not just a shaky stat. It's a warning sign. Asking her to completely reinvent her game this quickly, without the mechanics or footwork in place, doesn't feel like development. It feels like sabotage.
Reese averaged 13.1 points per game, 13.1 rebounds per game, in an offense where her primary goal was to post up. She made just 39.1% of her field goal attempts, and we know from 5 foot in, she was the most inefficient field goal percentage shooter in the league.
While Angel is forced to adapt to a style that's completely foreign to her, someone else is effortlessly stepping into her spotlight. With Angel Reese nowhere to be seen, Camila Cardoso is everywhere, dominating practice, owning the post, lighting up highlight reels. She even went viral after facing off against her own national team, and now she's being positioned as the Chicago Sky's new franchise centerpiece. The timing couldn't be more suspicious. Cardoso isn't just taller, she's smoother, more efficient, and unlike Reese, doesn't need a dozen attempts to finish around the basket. The Sky didn't just find a new post player, they launched a complete rebrand. Cardoso has taken over the very paint Angel once ruled. She's the new face of the offense, the key to Chicago's future. And that has Reese's fans furious. Some see it as smart strategy. Others call it outright betrayal.
And I think Angel's really good. I think she's really good. And I just think the team would be better if, they anchored their defense around the elite defensive player and kind of ran their offense, maybe not through Camilla because she's not going to pass it, but run their offense to the elite finisher.
Was this a pure basketball decision, or is there a PR campaign cleverly packaged with Camila Cardoso's name on it? Either way, one thing is crystal clear. Chicago is moving on, and the gap between the two players is bigger than anyone anticipated. Put them side by side, and the difference is impossible to ignore. Angel brings hustle and intensity, no doubt, but when you break down the tape, her weaknesses become clear.
He may also be fully aware that a massive hole in Angel Reese's game is the fact that she will catch a rebound and then proceed to put up 4 shots to make 1. Again, all the while, people around the perimeter were sitting back going, I'm open, throw me the ball so I can shoot an open 3. Nah.
Her footwork is sloppy, her shots slow, and her offensive instincts limited. You can't build a modern offense around a player who needs 4 tries to make 1 layup. Meanwhile, Camila Cardoso fits the WNBA's ideal blueprint perfectly: length, efficiency, and huge upside. She spaces the floor, finishes through contact, and has untapped potential that every coach dreams of. Angel Reese has built a massive brand, no doubt. But that won't help when defenders pack the paint and dare her to shoot. Coaches can't run a system based on Instagram likes. They need players who can execute, not just create buzz.
I'm not going to lie to you. I actually feel a little bit better about her standing back further away from the basket, shooting jumpers. I do, actually. Now that I've seen how bad her inside game is, it's still going to be interesting because her claim to fame is what? Double-doubles.
As the team reshapes their offense to stretch the floor and move the ball, Reese seems trapped in the past. Rebounding, putbacks, rinse and repeat the same plays on loop. But in today's game, if you don't evolve, you get left behind.
And the most worrying part, it feels like that shift is already happening.
You can almost sense the change in Angel Reese's energy.
Last year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too.
I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too.
A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question.
Last season, she was bursting with confidence, loud, proud, and unapologetically dominant. She boldly declared to the world that people didn't watch women's basketball for just one player. They watched it because of her too. That line became her trademark, her badge of honor, echoing across ESPN highlights and social media debates.
But now, that fire is flickering.
The moment it cracked happened live on TV during a post-game press conference. A reporter gently brought up her viral quote from the previous year, asking, "You said, the reason people watch women's basketball isn't just one player. It's because of you too." A year later, do you still feel that way? Before the question was even finished, Angel cut them off with just 2 words. Next question. No smile, no explanation, just an awkward silence.
The room went cold.
Reporters shifted uncomfortably in their seats, and even the PR staff looked stunned. It wasn't just a deflection, it was a retreat. A moment where her confidence cracked for the first time. Angel Reese looked uncertain, not just about her role, but about her place in the league.
Her statements from last year, that's from a circus. That was a clown show statement to have made about watching for us and blah, 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 blah.
Fans took notice, and the clip went viral.
People weren't just sharing her response, they were dissecting every detail. Her pause, her expression, her tone. Some said she looked exhausted, others believed she was buckling under the pressure. Either way, the message was unmistakable. The same player who once claimed the spotlight is now avoiding the heat.
And she ducked the guy and said next question, so she doesn't want to take responsibility for her own words.
But the WNBA isn't a league for players who hesitate. It rewards growth, grit, and the ability to adapt. Angel Reese's brand made her famous, but it's her game that will keep her relevant. And right now, that game hasn't evolved. The league isn't waiting for her to catch up. This isn't just drama, it's about direction. Angel Reese can stay angry, dodge questions, and ignore the signs all she wants, but the WNBA is moving fast, and right now, she's standing still while the rest of the league speeds ahead.
But if she's already away from the basket, maybe that will force the hand. And again, Camilla shoots much better from the field, much higher percentage close to the basket.
Her brand is massive, and her potential is still very much alive, but none of that matters if she refuses to adapt. Every player in the league hits this moment, that fork in the road. Do you hold tight to what made you famous? Or do you fight for what keeps you relevant? Angel Reese is standing at that crossroads right now. Her fans are watching, her critics are waiting, and her next move could either reignite her career or bury it for good.
So, what do you think?
Is Angel Reese being unfairly targeted, or is this just the reality check every pro eventually faces?
Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
If you found this video insightful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss the stories mainstream media won't cover. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.